Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of the Urban Homesteading Channel, Wednesday Automotive Edition. Today we're going to talk about this car that we bought 13 months ago, and we have used it as a daily driver so we can give you some really good feedback of our experience, and by extension we can give you some idea if it is a good idea to buy an electric car or not, if it makes financial sense, if it is a fun ride, etc. So we have this car for 13 months and 1,300 miles. 13,000 miles, my apologies, which means that we drove this car quite a lot. We drove it just above the national average. This has been a daily driver, so this was not a weekend warrior for us. We charge it every other day, routinely. This is our habit. So after a year, it looks exactly the way it looked the way we bought it. The car in essence looks brand new. It doesn't scuff easily, it washes extremely easily. I don't know what the finish is, but it washes extremely easily. It still looks modern. Forgive the pollen on the car. This is the season of pollen in North Carolina, and it doesn't worth washing your car every moment. And here you see we are charging it. It is actually fully charged at this moment because you see there is nothing here, there are no rings, which indicates that the charge is complete. So with our charge complete, we're going to put our charger there. It lives out there. Close the cap. Close the cap. And we will be ready to drive. Again, if you want to look inside, it looks nice, it looks modern. It is very spacious. Really nice driving experience out of this car. And on a daily drive, it's about 63 miles round trip to work. So depending on the cold weather, we might have to charge sometimes every day, because it is the batteries do not perform as well in cold weather. But in the moderate weather and in the summer, we get really good performance out of it. Let's talk about finances. We would have spent $4,290 in fuel the last 13 months, with the average fuel in North Carolina of $3.30. Now, if you're in a state that has more expensive fuel or cheaper fuel, of course that number will change. Now, we spent $600 in electrical costs to cover this distance, which give us a savings of $3,700. $3,700 means that had we financed this car, we wouldn't have to pay any in finance. It would have covered the savings in gasoline, would have covered it. So for those people that say from a finance perspective it doesn't make sense, I think if you buy the right vehicle at the right price, it does make sense. Now, we happen to buy this car cash, so we did not finance it. So in essence, that is paying back the money we spent. Much better deal because we don't have to spend any money in interest. But I think that $3,700 in about a year is a pretty good return for a vehicle. Usually our gasoline cars keep asking. The other thing, in a year, we have not had to do anything to this car. We have actually not even changed blades for the wipers. We're thinking to change blades now. I can tell you it is a joy to drive. It is fast. It has an amazing acceleration. And after a year, I would buy another one of this. In fact, I'm considering, if I find a good deal like we found this one, to buy a second one. This is such an impressive vehicle. The total lack of need for maintenance and the total lack of problems we had with this vehicle, not to mention that because it is a carbon composite and aluminum base, we do not have to do anything to worry about rust. There is no rust in this vehicle anywhere. It looks and feels like a brand new vehicle, and inside and out. It is just amazing. It is very surprising how well this vehicle is keeping. There are no sounds at all, and I'm not talking about not engine now, but there are not creaking sounds. There are not any of the sounds that you will expect in a car that is a 2018. We have zero of those, and because we bought it last year as a 2018, we bought it for a very good price. In fact, we bought it cheaper than most gasoline cars of the same style with the same performance, and even without the BMW moniker. It is amazing. How about the Rex? If you remember, we bought the Rex. The Rex is a range extender. We have not used it but twice. One of those times was to see if the thing works, and the other time is we were pushing it because we want to know exactly when it comes on. So we would not have been stranded in the road in any of those cases. And I know that people talk a lot about range anxiety, but it is like gas. If you try to run your cars dry, you're going to get anxiety. We never had a problem. We never were in a situation that we were worried we will make it home or not. And even if we had not had the range extender, really we wouldn't have any concerns. In fact, if I buy another one, I'm not necessarily looking to buy another range extender one because I really don't see the benefit of it. We have not had, as I said, any need for it in the 13 months that we own the vehicle. It performs beautifully. It has zero maintenance. Of course, in a year or so, we'll need to change tires and do brakes and things of this nature, but none of the other things that you have to worry about an internal combustion engine. And to put a little bit of excitement in the video, this does not have an engine. This has a motor. Motors are electric. Engines are internal combustion. We would buy this car again? Absolutely. Again, as I said, I'm looking to buy another one if I find it in an appropriate price that I like. So overall, I'm extremely pleased with this car. It is a unique car. You don't see that many in the road. Something that personal preference, but that is something that I do enjoy. I like not to go into a parking lot and see 58 cars that are exactly the same as mine. So that is a personal preference. If you want a unique car, this is definitely a unique car, and it is sad that BMW stopped making it. But in the same token, you can find them in very good prices, in excellent condition, with very low miles in the used market. So if you're looking for a good electric car, a decent price, that is trouble-free, I definitely recommend the i3 BMW. Well, this is my quick review for the year ownership of this BMW. I promise we're going to make a video when we have it a while to make a review versus a first impression, and this is my review. Unequivocally, zero regrets purchasing this car. Very happy with the purchase price. Very happy that there is not a mark. The composite, the the materials that they use in the car not only prevent rust, but they're extremely easy to clean, and they do not scratch very easily. Very pleased. Overall, I don't think we could have bought a better car for the money. And even though I did not buy it for the financial reasons, I bought it for my personal reasons. But definitely, having saved $3,700 in fuel, and that is after subtracting the cost of electricity of operating this vehicle with zero maintenance costs, I think that's an amazing result. If you'd like to hear more about this car, let me know in the bottom, or the experience of driving an electric car. It was a little different in the beginning. Now it has become habit. We come home, we plug the thing in the back, and that's all there is to it. But in the first couple of weeks, it was, remembering to plug it in. But again, it became very easy. And now we don't even look at the gas stations. I have yet to use a public charge station. This is something that I've always wanted to do, but life is busy, and I never took the time to actually stop. So that's something that I do. When I do that, I will share the experience with you. But for now, I can tell you nothing about it because I simply have not done it. From Professor DIY, have a great day. Happy motoring.